Hello there, this is James Oscroft, it is 1978, and what atrociously ignorant, self-poning, and even unwittingly fascist argument against fascism, which people continually make, especially online, is that you can't be a proud British patriot, American patriot, or what have you, and be a Nazi, because we fought against the Nazis in World War II, inadvertently buying into the tribalistic and even fascist conceit that because we are automatically the good guys, the noble defenders of our inherently superior society, everything bad, including Nazism, must be a naturally evil, inferior and degenerate foreign infiltrator, invader and or parasite, in this case a German, or more specifically, a Hun. After all, before 2016, our only real experience of fascism here in Britain and the US was war with Nazi Germany and fascist Italy, and as I explain in far more detail in the video series But Only Bad People Can Be Fascists, links down to the underbar, this is precisely why How Dare You Call Us Fascists, condemn the EU, Antifa, and even Barack Obama as fascist, without the slightest twinge of irony or self-awareness, defining fascism as any outside and alien concept or entity that threatens their self-righteous entitlement, emotional comfort and privilege, the same vague and entirely reactionary definition that they apply to socialism, communism, liberalism, feminism, and everything else that they condemn. Because as I also explained in that video series links below, when you strip away all of the self-contradictory lies and propaganda, fascism is nothing but the paranoid, self-righteous and self-serving conceit that the angriest, most resentful and most entitled people near the bottom of society, who therefore fear that they have the most to lose from social justice, equality and progress, are the true people, the real citizens who are the heart and soul of the nation, the salt and the earth and what have you. From the German and Italian farmers who Hitler and Mussolini promised to liberate from the threat of socialist agitators and the bureaucracy of the cosmopolitan elite, meaning Jews, to the, quote, forgotten men and women of America, the 17.4 million people who voted for Brexit, the Orthodox Hindus of India, and so on and so forth. Indeed, far from coming to power on the back of promises to force everyone to conform and to pedantically correct everyone's grammar, Hitler and Mussolini promised angry white Christian male rural and small-town voters what libertarians, small government conservatives and whatever else they choose to call themselves have always demanded: the freedom to be left alone to rule over their own tin-pot little fiefdoms with absolute power over their own families and employees, because the state would guarantee their freedom by using all of its power and authority to violently oppress and even exterminate the interfering and parasitic other and elite, draining the swamp and taking back control, with this of course being the reason why, as I explained in another video, links down to the underbar, the people who've spent decades warning against the federal government becoming tyrannical now either tacitly enable or openly applaud Trump's continuing descent into outright fascism, because you see, he's only oppressing and attacking the bad people, the nasty outsiders who make me feel uncomfortable, and it's only ever really a fascist tyranny if the government threatens my freedom.